Ladies and gentlemen, would everyone please proceed to your tables and please silence your cell phones. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cadet Major JROTC Ferran. I welcome you to the Lawrence High School Lancer Battalion's annual military ball. We will recognize our Lawrence Battalion senior cadets from the class of 2024. Please hold your applause until the roll call is complete. We would like to please present Cadet Sergeant Major Imani Primus, escorted by Mr. and Mrs. Primus. Cadet Captain Nicole Ruiz, escorted by Mr. Ruiz and Mrs. Mojico. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Eileen Suarez, escorted by Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the class of 2024. Please stand for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem sung by Cadet Major Natasha Lopez.
Ready, go.
Oh, say,
Present arms.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, arms,
Saber guard, carry, sabers.
center, face.
Saber guard, right time, right.
Ready, go.
Up,
Post,
center, face.
present arms,
Over, right.
order, arms, right, face.
I would now like to introduce our guests and dignitaries. The Honorable, please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. The Honorable Brian A. De Peña, Mayor of Lawrence. The Interim Superintendent of Schools, Juan Rodriguez. Lawrence High School Campus Head of Schools, Mr. Victor Caraballo Anderson. Lawrence High School Assistant Head of Schools, Mr. Tim Finn. Lawrence Director of Veteran Services, Mr. Jamie Melendez. Our local armed forces recruiters. Our guests from the DAV and American Legion. Other distinguished guests. At this time, may all veterans please stand as we honor you for your service. May all JROTC alumni cadets stand. I invite you to please focus your attention to the center of the hall as we commemorate our prisoners of war and missing in action table. The small table set for one, representing the frailty of one prisoner alone against their suppressors. This table is usually located at or close to or within sight of the entrance to the dining room. The table is round, showing our everlasting concern for our POWs and MIAs. The cloth is white, symbolizing the purity of the intentions to respond to their country's call of arms. The single red rose signifies the blood they may have shed and sacrificed to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades to keep the faith while awaiting their return. The yellow ribbon. The yellow ribbon stands for the yellow ribbon worn on the lapel of thousands who demand a proper accounting of our comrades who are not among us tonight with unyielding determination. A slice of lemon. A slice of lemon reminds us of the bitter fate of those missing, captured, and held as prisoners in foreign islands. A pinch of salt. A pinch of salt denoting the tears of our missing and their families, who long for answers after decades of uncertainty. The Holy Bible. The Holy Bible represents the strength gained through faith in our country, founded as one nation under God, to sustain those lost from our midst. The lighted candle. The lighted candle reflects the light of hope which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors, to the open arms of a grateful nation. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifices. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families. Please stand. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Suarez will be giving us the invocation.
God, thank you for bringing us together today in the spirit of generosity. Thank you for the food that you have blessed us to have. May we receive it well. Let us leave here healthy and wise, within the ability to grow and learn more in this new year. Amen. Can everyone please grab their glass? Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to the President of the United States.
To the President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to the United States Armed Forces. The Armed Forces.
Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to the Lancer Battalion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to our teachers, administrators, and our parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to our fallen heroes.
To our fallen heroes.
May all cadets stand. Repeat after me. I'm a Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I'm the future of the United States of America. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed. As I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed. You may take a seat.
Army JROTC, Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Howe. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Howe graduated from the State University of New York at Albany in 1994 with a bachelor's degree in American history. He was commissioned through the Siena College Reserve Officer Training Corps program as a regular Army officer in the Ordnance Corps. He holds a master's degree in theater operations from the School of Advanced Military Studies at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. His military education includes the Ordnance Officer Basic Course, the Infantry Officer Advanced Course, the Combined Arms and Service Staff School, the Special Forces Qualification Course, Command and General Staff College, Airborne School, Air Assault School, Ranger School, the Jump Master School, the Resident Defense Support to Civilian Agencies Course, Foundation Instructors Facilitators Course, the University Senior Leader and Military History Instructor Course. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Howe's key assignments include Maintenance Platoon Leader, Maintenance Shop Officer, Battalion S2/S3 in the 801st Main Support Battalion, 101st Airborne Division, Commander Operational Detachment Alpha 345, Commander Regional Survey Team, and Battalion S4 in the 2nd Battalion 3rd Special Forces Group, Airborne. Global War on Terror Plans, and Operations Officer in the Combined Joint Special Operations Task Force, Afghanistan. Company Commander A-17 and the Battalion Operations Officer in the 1st Battalion. 7th Special Forces Group, Airborne. Regional Engagement Branch, East Chief, the Targeting Officer, and the SOJ-35, Future Operations Division Chief in Special Operations, Command Africa. The Senior Army Advisor to the Adjutant General of the New York Army National Guard. The Professor of Military Science at Carson Newman University and Lincoln Memorial University. Lieutenant Colonel Howe's awards include the Bronze Star, 1 Oak Leaf Cluster, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, 1 Oak Leaf Cluster, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, 6 Oak Leaf Cluster, Army Achievement Medal, Army Expeditionary Medal, 2 Oak Leaf Cluster, NATO Campaign Medal, 1 Oak Leaf Cluster. He has earned the Combat Infantryman Badge, the Senior Parachutist Badge, the Air Assault Badge, the Ranger Tab, and the Special Forces Tab. Lieutenant Colonel Howe is married with 2 children. Please give a hand for Lieutenant Colonel Howe.
You'll all be very sad to know that they were not able to upload my winning colors presentation. So my presentation will be about 20 minutes shorter than I really wanted. It's sad. I'm sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rodriguez, family members, cadets, partners, veterans organization representatives. Thank you for coming out tonight and recognizing our cadets and specifically our senior class that's leaving out. Don't clap too much for them because they're going to come into this speech later. You can clap for them. So the cadets hear me wax eloquent routinely, and so I wasn't really sure what I was going to say when they asked me to talk tonight. And so I figured, what the heck, let's give them more what I give them every day. So don't tell them the answer, guys. My last assignment in the Army was as like Jeremiah just read, was a professor of military science for 2 universities in East Tennessee. And it was an incredible job where I got to work with young college-age men and women that were preparing to go into the Army, and their entire lives have been during the global war today. And I went in there a fairly jaded operations guy, and I came out with renewed faith in America just by the incredible young men and women that I got to work with. And then when we were there, I made the decision to retire after 24 years, and that was actually that was a pretty easy decision to make, actually, to retire. The significant emotional event was trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And so lots of prayer, lots of thought and everything else. And then I came down and I enjoyed this teaching thing, and I was gonna do that as a history teacher in northern New Hampshire. So we got a job at UNH with their senior ROTC program, and so I could work on my certification for a history teacher up in New Hampshire. And my plan was to be a history teacher in the kind of school where you wear flannel, get a big beard, and then they don't charge you leave for the first day of year season. And it was a good plan, and it didn't work out. God had a different plan. And so after about 6 months at New Hampshire, the Lawrence High School senior Army instructor position opened up. And as the professor of military science with those two schools, I had a lot of experience with junior ROTC. And I don't know if you're familiar with LA, Lower Appalachia, but it's actually one of the poorest sections of America. And they deal with a lot of significant issues for the youth. You know, broken homes, drugs, crime, gangs, just horrendous poverty. And there's this cyclic cycle of dependence and just kind of hit and repeat. And these assigned friends of ours in the different junior ROTC programs, personally I saw, and I'm just talking to the senior Army instructors down there, of the number of folks, the number of students that use the Army ROTC's discipline and structure of the program to find their purpose, motivation, and direction, purpose, and motivation. Which of course are what? The three elements of leadership. Thank you. All my left threes, you failed. How was our class? Army doctrine. Thank you, Jamie. I knew I could count on you. You see what I got put up with? We'll get in there. We'll get them. So, but that was I saw students latch on to junior ROTC. I saw them use the stable role models in the program to break the cycle of dependence and then get out and make stuff with their lives. And not join the military, not anything else. We're not recruiters. We're civics people, right? We're civics leaders. We motivate young people to be better citizens, and that's what our deal is. And so I saw that, and I was like, that's something that I would like to go into. So I went to my boss, who was the professor of military science up at UNH, and I told him, hey boss, this gig's open, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for it. And he's like, okay, that's what you want to do. And almost immediately, a lot of the other civilians in the program started giving me unsolicited advice about Lawrence. And talking about the stereotypes and you sure you want to do that? You speak Spanish and everything else. And I think supply guy? Yeah. So Dave, the not quite right supply guy up there, was probably the most boisterous and just going on and on about Lawrence, and he gave his color commentary on the city and the school and everything else. And I'm not going to say what he said because he was so wrong, but the point is that everyone kind of questions, like, what the heck are you thinking? And I'm not from here. I'm not local. I'm not really from anywhere. I'm an Army grad. I've lived everywhere for, as long as I've lived in one place was 5 years, which is here now. But I had no idea about Lawrence. And so, but there were a couple of things that gave me a hunch that they were not right. I was talking to the instructors, Bob and Jose, CSM Albert, and Sergeant Ronan, and they threw out something during our initial talk with Mr. Fiato, and they said that they had 40 to 50 students on a Saturday on a long weekend to put flags in the Veterans Cemetery at the Lawrence Cemetery. And I was like, that's pretty amazing. To have that many high schoolers give up the Saturday on a long weekend to remember the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. So I was like, that was kind of a little indicator. And then they brought in the upcoming battalion commander at CSM, Camila Herrera and Louis Zerillo. And they were just amazing kids. That they had purpose. They wanted to be prepared. They knew what they wanted. They had a plan, and I think they were actually a little bit disappointed in me because they asked if I knew anything about DNC, and I was like, no, I don't. Fortunately, CSM Halbert was like, yeah, officers, that's not really their thing, so don't hold it against them. But anyways, I got the job and started to see personally that the Lawrence stereotype and the Lawrence reality that we have in this room don't mesh up, right? And then my first year ended with the COVID. We did the the distance learning the next year, which was horrible. And then came back the fall of 2021. Give me an amen, Juan. So, but came back to the fall of 2021, and there was also, if you were in Lawrence or if you watch news, you know what happened, right? There was lots of significant issues. We had, normally you have one class that's new to Lawrence High School, and that year, because of the COVID year, we had half of the high school never set foot in it. They didn't know how to act in the area, and we just had significant issues that fall. And they had news trucks parked on the other side of the street just waiting for bad news to happen so they could broadcast it all over the Boston area. And it was frustrating. Because you would think that if they're there in the neighborhood 24 hours a day, they would accidentally see some of my cadets doing what they do, right? You would think you would see them coming in an hour before school for drill practice, and then hanging out an hour and a half after school for drill practice. You would think they would see them going out back and forth from all the community service events, doing all the color guards all over the city. You would think they would see that, and they didn't. You would think they would see them going to having 400 students in the gym doing drill competitions and everything else with absolutely no issues, but they didn't see that. And so that was one of the things that was like, sometimes you just want to grab people and shake them, not like a puppy because that would be wrong, but to just shake them, metaphorically. But that's the Lawrence High School kids that we know, that we deal with every day. Some you do want to shake like a puppy, but we do. And this is a time of year. This is a time of year where you got all the commencement addresses are coming up, and everybody talks about, oh, we got sunshine and rainbows, and the world is waiting to give you oysters or whatever. And that's not true. The world is a pretty mean place, and it really doesn't owe you anything. But for the cadets in the Lancer Battalion, there is a lot of reason to be hopeful. There's a lot of reason to be optimistic. And those reasons are, we live in the greatest country in the world that gives you the opportunity to succeed and do what you want to do. And I was born in a different country. I've lived all over the world. I've traveled all over the world. I fought all over, and this is the best place going. And it gives you the opportunity to succeed with whatever you want to do with your life. And so just by the fact of waking up in America, you have more opportunity than 99% of the world. And so I hope I beat that drum loud enough for you guys. The other one is potential. I am, I'm old now, but in my youth, I was strong like an ox and smart like a truck. And I could walk all day, I could jump out of airplanes, I could blow stuff up, shoot all night, and then take a 20-minute nap and do it again. And it was no big deal. When I worked in multinational divisions or forces where I spoke German or French for the locals, at the end of the day, I was physically done. Stick a fork in me, I'm over it, right? And yet 77% of the kids in Lawrence High School do that every day. 77% of the high school students, English is their second language, okay? And for them to do that day after day after day, and do it in a manner that the level that they do is ridiculous. Okay, that speaks of amazing mental toughness and mental agility. And so you guys have more potential than you possibly know. And so I hope you realize it. So hopefully I beat that drum enough too. And then finally, so you got the opportunity, you got the potential, and then what was it? A plan without motivation is a daydream. And so, do you have the motivation? And I tell you, if you have not taken a Saturday to come and watch these kids perform and compete at the different seasons, either the MAP season, Raider season, or drill and ceremony season, then you're missing something, because these kids are amazing. It's ridiculous. I show up, well, okay, maybe I didn't show up right at 6:30, probably it's closer to like 8. But when I did show up early, the cadets were in the hallway, like, hey sir, thanks, where have you been? And I'm like, dude, did you sleep here or what? I didn't ask that because I didn't want to get a yes answer. But they were there before we were. And then we have to chase them out of the building at the end of the day. Okay? I mean, literally, we have to escort them out of the building and lock the door. Yes, you have. And so, but that's, the motivation is off the charts. And so, with those three things, with your opportunity, potential, and motivation, you guys will do great things. And it's going to be, even you, gentlemen, yes. That you guys have, a very bright future. As long as you maintain that enthusiasm and the motivation that you showed this far in high school. So keep that up. Where am I? Tom, you're supposed to give me the thumbs up. What? No, I'm not done. All right, so I did have a slideshow where I had high-speed pictures of me with a massive beard running after bad guys. However, that did not work out. The one thing I do want to do, though, is just make a couple comments about some individual folks. And so, actually, take a step back. So most of you know that I have accepted a position as the Chief Operating Officer of Portsmouth Christian Academy. So this will be my last event with the, this year will be my last year with the battalion. And that's a significant emotional event right there. My kids, normally I come home and I tell them about smoking JROTC or doing something goofy with the cadets. And they're like, Dad, you're going to miss the cadets. I'm like, yeah, I will. I love these guys. They're pretty good most of the time. And that's all the empathy you get from me. But sorry man, I will miss you guys like nobody's business. And hopefully you'll invite me back next year. I won't. So, Jay Ronnie threw me off crying. That was not fair. So, for the first time in 34 years, this will be a job where I don't have a uniform. This will be the first job where I've not been associated with the United States Army. I will be Mr. Howell, not Colonel Howell. And so that's going to be a huge shift for me. And so it's gonna, that'll be a kick in the pants. But what I wanted to say is that you guys are amazing, and I'm going to miss you, all the cadets. To the seniors, this is like a muster in the Union Army after the Battle of Gettysburg. So you guys started with the year that we won't speak about on Zoom, which was horrible. If we had year 2 as Zoom, I would not be a teacher, right? I'd be something else. But they stuck through it. And at the college level and in the high school level, we saw, you would always see, Jose can back me up on it. You would see the seniors, as soon as they got their branch, and whether they're going active or reserve, they took their foot off the gas and they would coast, because they were spent. They had burned it out for 3.5 years, and they needed a break. They've not taken their foot off the gas. They have acted like professionals. They have been giving out boches for folks missing staff meetings, the whole 9 yards. They are amazing, and that's what we need. So juniors, take notes, be like them, all right? So thank you, ladies. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. We'll do good. One second. So household 6, Commanding General Fort Living Room. Lee, I love you. You are amazing. I don't say that enough in public, so I do love you. I'm glad you put up with me. And any of the things that they say I say about you are lies. Parents of the cadets, thank you. You guys, I know that most of you are like, what the heck are you doing at school at 5:30 in the morning? They're training. They're trying to be revered. So thank you for supporting me. And good luck next year. Let me know. I'll be there for the final thing and do a dance on Major Bob. So two more things, and then I swear I'm out of here. First, in 6 weeks, May 14th, is the 249th anniversary of the Army's birthday. And that was we've been making leaders for 249 years. And I have worked for some amazing leaders. And the fact of the matter is, Juan, you are one of the best leaders that I've worked for. I continue. It was amazing to see Juan as the 10th grade principal, and I will go to my grave convinced that Juan knew the schedules of some of his students better than they did. Because he was calling them out by name, asking why they weren't in the room that they were supposed to be. He's like, Juan, I don't even know my room. How do you know? But he was amazing. And then, COVID came, and It was like, radio silent. I had no idea what was going on. And then I actually got a letter, an email from Juan saying, hey, you've been transferred over to 10th grade, you're going to work. So I got pulled under Juan for that year. But just the communication, the leadership, the inspiration, he's all got it. And the fact of the matter is, as somebody that's trained in the Army leadership doctrine and trained other people, I'm amazed, and it's been an honor to work with you. So, thank you, sir. Mind if I spoil it, sir? I was going to explain it to you. Yeah. All right. So if you look at the ROTC patch, crest, whatever, one of the things on that crest is the lamp, or is the torch of knowledge, right? One of the military is not a bunch of just see the logo through the wall, shoot what's there. We value knowledge, we value learning, and so the lamp of knowledge is a symbol on the junior ROTC and the cadet command patch. And I bought that lamp in Afghanistan on my last tour, and I thought that it would be a fitting gift for the senior educator in the Lawrence Public School. So thank you very much for everything you did. And then, Jose and Lovey, for the, I was not a normal child. From as young as I don't know, 3, 4 years old, I remember my dad was a pastor, we went to somebody's house for dinner, and I was getting at that point where the kid's going to lose it, and just because, Red Star Cluster. And the host was trying to be a nice guy and wrote me in and said, so Steve, you're going to be a pastor like your dad? I was like, no, I'm going to be a soldier. This is 2 years after we left Vietnam. So I'm not a normal kid. And that's all I ever wanted to do. And I got to do it. And I got to do it for 24 years. I got to lead the Special Forces guys in combat. I got to lead some of the best soldiers and NCOs in the world. I love the fact that I got my bullets and my explosives paid for, and I love working with some amazing professionals. And the fact of the matter is, ROTC doesn't get explosives, and we don't get bullets. But we do get to hang out with some amazing professionals. And that being able to work with professionals and soldiers is a huge benefit to the job. And I was going to miss you guys, but I also felt like I was leaving them high and dry when I took this position. And only the fact that I was going to get to hang out with my kids and go to and work at the school that they go to is the only reason why I took this job. And so I have two things for Sergeant Brown, Sergeant C. I bought these at the Navajo Indian Reservation when I was running around the Grand Canyon last week on spring break. But I really appreciate working with you guys, and I'm going to miss you, and thanks for being on the team. And I lied, there's one last person. Grace, thank you very much for sharing Jose with us. We ran the numbers on how much time we put in, and now that he's going to be it's a lot. And so I know that we pulled you away from you, but we really, really appreciate it. So thanks very much. Thank you very much.
So when they came up to me to ask me like what exactly we were going to get the colonel before he departs and everything, I told him like, where are you going to get him? Another bayonet, another trophy that's going to hang up on the wall for him to collect dust. Give him something that's going to be more meaningful. And they came up with the idea of like getting a book photo of them with him. So I think this is appropriate.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
So right now we're going to go ahead and jump into the award ceremony that I believe everybody's been waiting for. And once we're done with that, then we'll jump into the 2020 school year 2024-2025 leadership, new leadership. So first, we're going to go ahead and start the awards. Going to be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Howe. The following cadets come in forward to the center of the hall. Cadet Edison Castillo, here? Bridget? Okay. Christopher Nato. Marjorie, she's not here today. Marjorie Corral, because she's singing for the Tarzan show. So we'll see her on Monday. Stephanie De La Cruz. Where's my photographer? Oh, there she goes.
Don't run in those.
All right, our next presenter will be Mr. Jamie Melendez. It will be for the Purple Heart. It's an award exemplary leadership demonstration while enrolled in the Reserve Officer Training Course in great honor and respect. And the following cadet, please come forward. Ladies Broken. The next award will be presented by Sergeant First Class Bell. The National Sun Jewel is awarded to the recognition of highest attributes of Americanism and support of the United States as a member of the Reserve Officer Training Corps. Xavier Ramos. The next award will be presented by the American Legion, Mr. Richard Gilmet. The American Legion is an award recognition of its outstanding attributes. The following cadets come forward. Cadet German Henao.
That's right.
Wilkin Ramos, Martha Garcia, and David Herrera.
The award reads, in recognition of the outstanding attributes demonstrated leading to the awarding of the American Legion Bronze Medal, sponsored by Hanover American Legion, Post number 8. Cadet Ramos. Herrera. Cadet Garcia. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rich Gilmet, PJ Gilmet, retired Navy. I've been a member of the American Legion for 30 years, over 30 years, and I've been chairman and advisor and awarded the Military Excellence ROTC Medals of Achievement, which we already did. Before I go any further, I want to give special thanks to my fellow Legionnaires for coming tonight. Commander of the post, Peter Whitman, was just here. And even though we gave out these awards, I just want to say this. The requirements of being a junior ROTC is as follows. Being in good academic standing, having high moral character, demonstrating loyalty to the school, unit, and country, showing potential for military leadership, adhering to military leadership, adhering to military discipline, having a patriotic understanding of the importance of junior ROTC training. I want to say this, I have no involvement of who gets selected, but make no mistake about it, that they are selected from a complement of 308 cadets that are selected, and there's 30 that select from the 308. The extra efforts put forth from the committee, this is clearly, I understand this is not a lottery. So we presented it forth to the Achievement Awards. You know, wish them well on that, and thank you very much. That's all I have to say on that point.
All right, for the American Legion Award every year, we announce a cadet, and gratefully that the American Legion provided us this opportunity for not just the JROTC program, but also for our cadets who are getting ready to graduate high school and then proceed into higher education. So at this time, we're going to present an award scholarship to one of our cadets. Could Nicole Ruiz please come forward?
The scholarship I will be presenting shortly began about 6 years ago and will continue for about 3 more years. This is entirely separate, as I said, from the American Legion. In addition to the most outstanding recipients from the Junior ROTC program we just did, I was also awarding this scholarship on the 24th of May at the Lawrence High School alumni, my alma mater, another scholarship. Lastly, the Sea Cadets, there's another group I belong to, the Sea Cadets, but right now they're in neutral positions, they're not active right now. But what I want to say is that 3 scholarships funds became available to myself through a social club known as the French Social Alliance, which is now disbanded. I was on a committee that enabled me to spearhead funds totaling $30,000. The one stipulation is that all funds given must be to further education. So it's a great pleasure and an admiration I have for these young folks. I hope it helps them on life's journey. So on that note, I want to present Louise a check. I understand she's going to the University of Boston, right? Anything you're going to be shooting for? What do you want to take up? What are you going to be doing in college that you like to do? Medicine. Okay, good field. Anyways, Nicole Rose, check for $1,000.
Going off script a little bit, I'm going to go ahead, Eileen, go ahead and stand up, please. These are our graduating kids, right? We always try to do our very best for them and everything. Every time we wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning and look at myself in the mirror, I ask myself how we're going to get our JROTC instructor. So a few weeks ago, Eileen received a scholarship for, what, 12? What about $12,000 scholarship moving forward to for higher education, which is a great thing and phenomenal. And I'm really happy for her that she's going to do phenomenal things after this. Then the next person, cadet, is Imani Primus.
Hey, Imani!
So, if you guys did not know, or for some of you probably already know, Imani decided to attend in the fall Maritime Academy with a full ride, right, Imani?
Full ride.
Full ride. One day I will take on a cruise and Imani will be okay.
Y'all feel a little
All right.
shake, just know it's me.
Okay, the next following award, okay, is going to be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Howell, is the Sons of American Revolution, is awarded in recognition of outstanding leadership quality, humanitarian bearing, and excellence, thus exemplifying the high ideal principles which motivated and sustained our patriot ancestors. Following cadet come forward, Cadet Luis Hernandez, Cadet Esther Fernandez. Next presenter will be Sergeant First Class Bell. This award will be Veterans of Foreign Wars. Is awarded in special recognition of outstanding achievements and exceptional leadership ability. Kaylani Hayden. And Kalina Spinano. for the non-commissioned officer is awarded in special recognition of outstanding achievement in sectional leadership ability. Ashley Ulerio. All right, this next award will be presented by Sergeant First Class Bell. The Daughters of American Revolution is awarded to a JROTC student who has demonstrated academic excellence, dependability, good character, adherence to military discipline, leadership, and a fundamental and patriotic understanding of the importance of Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Cadet Natasha Lopez. The next award is the Daughters of Founders and Patriots of America is awarded to the Outstanding Achievement and Excellence in Education, Eileen Suarez. Our next presenter is going to be Captain William Maloney for the next award. The award is the Military Order of World Wars, is awarded for displaying abilities and attitudes that led to an individual and team success of exemplary leadership, military skills, and service to the community for exemplifying self-esteem, self-discipline, self-improvement, and for dedication to the principle of duty, honor, and country. Cadet James Reynoso. Staff Sergeant Peralta. Presenting the Reserve Officer Association Award for the cadet that has demonstrated outstanding competence in the arts and science of national defense, and in presented this award in a grateful acknowledgement of meritorious contribution to the common good of the United States. Cadet Jairo Barrera Tellez. Our next presenter will be Lieutenant Colonel Howe for the award of Association of the United States Army Award to the cadets who demonstrated leadership and academic excellence. Azucena Flores, Enid De Leon, Justin Hinojosa, and Daniel Herrera.
What? Why are you taller than me?
All right, the next presenter will be Sergeant First Class Moreno. For this award will be the United States Army Recruiting Command Award for having demonstrated outstanding leadership traits and possession of the potential for assuming positions of increased responsibility. Imani Primus.
The next award is the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. It's given annually to an outstanding cadet at each school for general military and scholastic excellence. The recipient must have demonstrated academic excellence by being in the top 25% of his or her academic class and have demonstrated a potential for outstanding leadership by exhibiting qualities of dependability, good citizenship, and patriotism. And this year's recipient is Reina Castillo.
If you guys have never met Star K before and you see the room, the one that I work in all the time, and it says Sergeant First Class K and everything, that's Sergeant K right here. the founding father of our JROTC. Okay, the award will be presented for the NVETS Award, demonstrated a high degree of military bearing both in and out of the JROTC program in the school. Cadet Edwin Galindez. Cadet Manuel Mauricio. Next person center will be Lieutenant Colonel Howe for the Military Officer Association Award, recognizes an outstanding cadet in his or her next to last year in the program who has demonstrated exceptional potential for military leadership. Cadet JROTC Ferran. Our next presenter will be Sergeant First Class Bell. She will be presenting the Medallion JROTC Award for our cadet who has demonstrated patriotism, love of country, and service to our nation. The following cadets come forward: Dariani Lopez, Rafaeli Garcia, Carissa Diaz, the next presenter will be me for the Order of JROTC Award to Cadet Angel Castanasa. All right, the next presenter is going to be Sergeant First Class Marino. This award is going to be presented for the Massachusetts Army National Guard Leadership Award. And the following cadet, please come forward. Nicole Medina. Okay, the next award will be for the Disabled Veterans Council Award. The following cadets, please come forward. Eric Estrada. All right, next presenter is Sergeant First Class Bell for the U.S. Army Warrant Officer Association Award to deserving cadets that have set themselves apart from their peers through outstanding achievement, demonstrated leadership, as well as high level of dedication. The following cadets, please come forward. Christine Cabrera, Xavier Hereda, Amaury Santana, Leslie Guzman. Okay, for the Lieutenant Colonel Howe for the last award presentation, it's going to be for the United States Superior Cadet Award by the Department of the Army and limited for the outstanding cadet for each level. For JROTC, the following cadet, please come forward. Ashley Brito, Jazz Mitchell, Alex Arias.
Hey, I look close to that man.
And our one and only Eileen Suarez. At this time, we're going to go ahead and present the award for the graduating seniors. First and foremost, I want to bring up here forward the battalion commander, Nicole Reed, and Imani forward. All right, so when we were trying to figure out what exactly we're going to give our graduating seniors, as far as a gift, every year we sometimes get a flag, get something meaningful and whatnot. But this year we decided to change it up a little bit. And then last night, as I'm preparing a few things at home, I'm thinking, well, I need to put this together in order for them to have it ready for graduation. But then I realized I'm dealing with Eileen. If you do not know Eileen Suarez, she's very meticulous about what she does, how she do it, as far as anything else that has to go in the battalion. She reorganized the entire supply room. I went in there and I got lost. I don't know what happened, but it's exactly who she is. And these young ladies, they're always there in our program trying to do something better, reorganizing, restructuring, fixing things up and everything. So I decided, I am not putting this together because I know in 24 hours it's gonna be rearranged. So for our graduating seniors, we got you guys. That's for make sure that we lock up the storage room. So you know you're gonna have that. They're gonna raid all the arcs, ribbons, and everything else. All right. So one of the final things of this year before we go to our change of command, and we jump into our first time not having done this in years for the Cadet Prince and Cadet Princess and Cadet King and Cadet Queen. School year 2024-2025, we're going to start with the shops. Our next school year S1, Enise de Leon. Yep, come on forward. Don't worry. Our S2 for the next school year, Christopher Nada. The next school year, S4, and the best S4 ever had, Xavier Herrera. Next school year, S5, Christine Cabrera. Next school year, S6, Gabriel Burns. All right. Next school year, S9. Reina Castillo. Okay, we're going to start first with the company leadership, starting with Alpha Company, then Bravo, and then headquarters. Next school year, Alpha Company Commander, Jairo Tellez. First Sergeant, Wilkin Ramos. Bravo Company XO, Alpha Company XO, Dadiani Lopez. Now we're gonna go with Bravo Company. Bravo Company Commander, Edwin Galindez. Bravo First Sergeant, Stephanie De La Cruz. Bravo Company Executive Officer, Justin Hinojosa. All right, Headquarters Company, Headquarters Commander for next school year, Alex Arias. Headquarters First Sergeant, Elizabeth Sherwood. And for Headquarters Executive Officer, I don't think she's not here, she's at the plane, Marjorie Colado. Okay, drum roll. All right, next school year, our S3 Sergeant Major, Kaylani Hayden. The Battalion S3 Operation Officer, Eric Estrada. The Battalion Command Sergeant Major for next school year, David Herrera. The Executive Officer for next school year will be Natasha Lopez. And our new Battalion Commander for next school year, JROTC Ferran. I would like to welcome the new school year 2024-2025 leadership. All right, the Chain of Command ceremony is a simple and traditional event that runs deep into symbolism and heritage. The key to the chain of command is the battalion colors. The battalion colors are traditionally at the forefront of the formation, historically. The battalion colors mark the unit's location on the battlefield and serve a symbol for the soldiers to rally around. It further represents the organization continuity even through individual members come and go. The transfer of the battalion colors goes with the transfer of the responsibility for accomplishment of the mission and the welfare of the cadets. The battalion colors bearer is Command Sergeant Major Herrera. The custodian of the color is the battalion commander, and Sergeant Major Herrera, who is a senior enlisted cadet in the Lancer Battalion and the principal advisor to the battalion commander. The battalion commander, Command Sergeant Major, will pass the battalion colors to the cadet Lieutenant Colonel Eileen Suarez. For the last time, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Eileen Suarez will pass the battalion colors to Lieutenant Colonel how the SAI, thereby relinquishing her responsibility and authority. Lieutenant Colonel Howe, who then passes the battalion colors to the incoming battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ferran, symbolizing the responsibility and authority of command for the Lancer Battalion. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ferran will pass the battalion colors to the new cadet command sergeant major, charging him with maintaining the symbol of command. At this time, I would like to introduce the outgoing cadet battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Eileen Suarez.
This is going to be, I guess, a formal speech. I'll be very honest. I get very nervous very fast. So my last year was very, very nice. I really loved it. I met a lot of cadets this year, and I graduated, and I'm going to graduate with 2 lovely other cadets. This drill team, map team, radar team, and every team I've been in was very wonderful. And I loved commanding the 2023-2024 school year as a battalion commander. It was very special to me. That's all.
I'm gonna miss you, Eileen.
Wait, can y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay. Well, JROTC is a really impactful program. As some of you guys know, I moved here during COVID from Atlanta, Georgia. And I was real shy. I don't talk like this, y'all. I hope y'all know that. I don't like to talk. But this program really got me out of my shell. I met a lot of great people. I did a lot of good things that I thought I would never do. Yeah, 8th grade Imani would be looking at me like, girl, what is you doing here? You don't belong here. That's gonna make me cry. Why y'all looking at me? Turn around. It just means a lot because, you know, people don't get opportunities like this all the time. I was a troublemaker, y'all. I don't like to follow the rules. I couldn't do a push-up before I joined this program. Shoot. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I'm glad I got to meet a lot of the cadets here in this program. Shout out to JROTC. I love our step routines.
We ate that.
Oh, we ate them down. Shout out to Key, my star over there. You helped me improve myself. Shout out to Dariani, shout out to Eileen. You know, the only other sophomore I had in the program at one point. And then beautiful Nicole came and helped us out. Shout out to Colonel Howe for eating my cheesecake last year.
It was delicious.
And it helped me improve to not be greedy. Shout out to Sergeant C. You know, always putting that pressure on me to keep me on task. It just means a lot to me. I will be visiting you guys. And yeah. So.
You gonna buy me food when you come back.
I'll be broke!
Oh no, I'm not gonna make you cry. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all of you. I love you so much. It's been a great journey. I never thought I was going to be here in this position. I'm so grateful for everything. Colonel, thank you for everything. Thank you for making me your commander, your company commander. Thank you, CNC, for being like a second dad. Sergeant Bell, thank you for everything. David, I love you so much.
I love you too, Nicole.
I love my new squad, Natasha. I love you so much. You know. And to everyone, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
I'm gonna miss you more!
Okay, so our new Lieutenant Executive Officer is going to announce first the Prince and Princess and the Cadet King and Queen. First, we're going to start with the Princess.
Okay, so our prince, our dear prince, is Luis Hernandez. And our princess is our new Sergeant Major, Kaylani Hayden. Next up is our JROTC King and Queen. So our king is Command Sergeant Major David Herrera.
Oh my God, guys. I understand. All right, man.
And our JROTC Queen is no other than Eileen Suarez.
Two more final things. One, I just want to show those people that never seen this before, one quick routine and one last routine from Imani and Jeroni. And then after that's over, we're going to show you our video of school year 2023-2024, and that will conclude our formal portion of the military ball. Imani and Jeroni, you guys ready? No? Yes.
Attention! Forward, march! Detail, hold, center, base, present, arms. Order, arms. Present, arms. present arms. You had that, you had that.
Good job.
Good job, guys.